The Atharvaveda, hymn 9:9, 22 verses. The second brother of this lovely Hotar, hoary with eld, is the voracious lightning. The third is he whose back is balmed with butter. Here have I seen the king with 7 male children. The 7 make the one-wheeled chariot ready, bearing 7 names. The single courser draws it. The wheel, 3-naved, is sound and undecaying. Thereon these worlds of life are all dependent. The 7 who on this 7-wheeled car are mounted have horses 7 in tail, who draws them onward. 7 sisters utter songs of praise together, in whom the cows' 7 names are held and treasured. Who hath beheld at birth the primal being, when she who hath no bone supports the bony? Where is the blood of earth, the life, the spirit? Who may approach the man who knows to ask it? Let him who knoweth presently declare it. This lovely bird's securely founded station. Forth from his head the cows draw milk, and wearing his vesture with their foot have drunk the water. Unripe in mind and spirit, undiscerning, I ask of these, the gods' established places. High up above the yearling calf, the sages to form a web. Their own 7 threads have woven. Here, ignorant, I ask the wise who know it, as one who knows not for the sake of knowledge. What is that one who in the unborn's image hath established and fixed firm this world's 6 regions? The mother gave the sire his share of order. With thought at first, she wedded him in spirit. She coyly loath was filled with dew prolific. With adoration, men approached to praise her. Yoked was the mother to the boon, cow's carpole. In humid folds of cloud, the infant rested. Then the calf lowed and looked upon the mother, the cow who wears all shapes in 3 directions, bearing 3 mothers and 3 fathers. Single he stood erect. They never made him weary. On yonder heaven's high ridge, they speak together in speech not known to all, themselves all-knowing. Upon the 5-spoked wheel, revolving ever, whereon all creatures rest and are dependent, the axle, heavy laden, is not heated. The nave from ancient time remains unheeded. They call him in the farther half of heaven. The sire, 5-footed, of 12 forms, wealthy and watery store. These others, later, still, say that he takes the stand upon a 7-wheeled car, 6-spoked, whose sight is clear, formed with 12 spokes, too strong for age to weaken. This wheel of enduring order rolls round heaven, herein established, joined in pairs together, 700 suns, and 20 stand, O Acne. The wheel revolves, unwasting, with its felly. 10 draw it, yoked to the fair stretching carpole. Girt by the region moves the eye of Surya, on whom dependent rest all living creatures. They told me these were males, though truly females. Who hath eyes sees this. The blind discerns not. The son who is a sage hath comprehended. Who knows this rightly is his father's father. Of the co-born they call the 7th single-born. The 6 twin pairs are called the Rishis, sons of gods. Their good gifts, sought of men, are arranged in order, due and various, form by form, move from their guiding Lord. Beneath the upper realm, above this lower, bearing her calf at foot, the cow hath risen. Whitherward, to what place, hath she departed? Where doth she calve? Not in this herd of cattle. Who that, the father of this calf, discerneth beneath the upper realm above the lower, showing himself a sage, may here declare him. Whence hath the godlike spirit hath its rising? Those hath come hitherward, they call departing. Those that depart, they call directed hither. Whatever ye may have made, Indra and Soma. Steeds draw, as 'twere, yoke to the region's car-pole. Two birds with fair wings, knit with bonds of friendship, in the same sheltering tree, have found a refuge. One of the twain eats the sweet fig's tree berry, the other, eating not, regardeth only the tree whereon the fine birds eat the sweetness, where they all rest and procreate their offspring. Upon the top they say the fruit is luscious, none gaineth it, who knoweth not the Father, where the fine birds hymn ceaselessly their portion of life eternal and the sacred synods. There is the universe's guard and keeper, who wise hath entered into me, the simple. And so this talk about the rishis is much the same as the high priest of the temple in the Bible, the Anual Im, the Meschim, the Lucifers, the whatever you want to call them, those who have shown their wisdom, those perhaps that are the figures of their time in one way or another. So this talk about children of gods, we can not have to take any of the other literally, because we have this understanding here before us, enumerating that. Hymn 9, 10, 28 verses. How on the Gayatri was based. How from the Trich tube they fashioned the Trich tube forth. How on the Jagati was based the Jagati. They who know this have won themselves immortal life. With Gayatri he measures out the praise song, Saman with praise song, triplet with the Trich tube. The triplet with the 2 are 4-foot measure, and with the syllable they form 7 meters. With Jagati, the flood in heaven, he established, and saw the sun in the Ratantara Saman. Gayatri hath, they say, 3 logs for burning, hence it excels in majesty and vigor. I invocate this milch cow, good at milking, so that the milker, deft of hand, may milk her. May Savitar give goodliest stimulation. The cauldron is made hot. He will proclaim it. She, lady of all treasures, hath come hither, yearning in spirit for her calf and lowing. May this cow yield her milk for both the Athsvins, and may she prosper to our high advantage. The cow hath lowed after her blinking youngling. She licks his forehead as she lows to form it. His mouth she fondly calls to her warm udder, and suckles him with milk, while gently lowing. He also snorts by whom encompassed round the cow lows, as she closely clings to him who sheds the rain. She, with her shrilling cries, hath humbled mortal men, and turned to lightning hath stripped off her covering robe. That which hath breath and life, and speed and motion, lies firmly established in the midst of houses. The living moves by powers of the departed. The immortal is the brother of the mortal. The old hath waked the young moon from his slumber, who runs his circling course with many round him. Behold the gods' high wisdom in its greatness. He who died yesterday today is living. He who hath made him doth not comprehend him. From him who saw him surely he is hidden. He yet, enveloped in his mother's bosom, source of much life, hath sunk into destruction. I saw the herdsman him who never stumbles, approaching by his pathways and departing. He clothed with gathered and diffusive splendors, within the worlds continually travels. Dyaus is our father, our begetter, kinship is here. This Great Earth is our kin and mother. Between the widespread world halves is the birthplace. The father laid the daughter's germ within it. I bid thee tell me Earth's extremest limit. About the stallion's genial flow I ask thee. I ask about the universe's center, and touching highest heaven, where speech abideth. The earth's most distant limit is this altar. This soma is the stallion's genial humor. This sacrifice the universe's center. This Brahman's highest heaven, where speech abideth. What thing I truly am I know not clearly. Mysterious, fettered in my mind, I wander. When the firstborn of holy law approached me, then of this speech I first obtain a portion. Back forward goes he, grasped by power inherent, immortal born, the brother of the mortal. Ceaseless they move in opposite directions. Men mark the one and fail to mark the other. 7 germs, unripened yet, are heaven's prolific seed. Their functions they maintain by Vishnu's ordinance. Endued with wisdom, through intelligence and thought, present on every side they compass us about. Upon what syllable of holy praise, him as 'twere their highest heaven, the gods repose them. Who knows not this? What will he do with praise him? But they who know it will sit here assembled, they ordering the verses foot by measure. With the half verse arranged each thing that moveth. Prayer was diffused in many forms, 3-footed, thereby the world's 4 regions have their being. Fortunate mayest thou be with a goodly pasture, and may we also be exceeding wealthy. Feed on the grass, O cow, through all the seasons, the coming hitherward drink limpid water, forming the water, the floods, the cow herself hath lowed. 1-footed or 2-footed or 4-footed she, who hath become 8-footed or acquired 9 feet. The universe's 1,000-syllabled punctiform from her descended in streams, the seas of water. Dark the descent, the birds are golden colored. Robed in the floods, they fly aloft to heaven. Again from order's seat they have descended, and inundated all the earth with fatness. The footless maid proceedeth, footed creatures, who marketh Mitra Varuna. This you're doing. The babe unborn supporteth the world's burthen, supporteth right and watched, wrong and falsehood. Vraj is speech and earth and air's mid-region. He is Prajapata, he is Mrityu, he is the Lord Imperial of the Satyas. He rules what is and what shall be hereafter. May he make me Lord of what is and what shall be. I saw from far away the smoke of fuel with spires that rose on high o'er that beneath it. The heroes cooked and dressed the spotted bullock. These were the customs in the days aforetime. 3, with long tresses, show an ordered season. 1 of them sheareth when the year is ended. 1 with his powers the universe regardeth. Of 1 the sweep is seen, but not the figure. Speech hath been measured out in 4 divisions. The Brahmins, who hath wisdom, comprehend them. 3, kept in close concealment, cause no motion. Of speech men speak the 4th division only. They call him Indra, Mitra, Varuna, Agni, and he is heavenly, nobly winged Garutman. That which is one, bards call by many a title. They call it Agni, Yama, Matarethsvan. And that which doesn't have the form, doesn't have the quality, is from which that springs forth, but in an ultimate sense. And there's this unseen spiritual order that goes out and connects for and provides the things in the material order. Now, in hymn 10, we had a focus on what is processed, what is used, perhaps deliberately changed. The other is, in hymn 9, we had this focus on the natural, that left as it is, And of course, we can naturally use things. I'm not saying that. So we kind of, the two work together. Sort of the Sufi metaphors of cooking and being baked and being raw and all that stuff. But not quite. But, a similar structure.